I hate that phrase, as I have a wife I promise to be with forever, not just during non-working hours. After a few seconds, I became uncomfortable and saw a few people staring at us. So, to defuse the situation, I took her hands off my shoulder and told her she was my work sister, which is why I love to annoy her so much. That seemed to have upset Mary, so she left and went back to her desk and sobbed silently. I tried apologizing to her, but she told me how embarrassing the situation was. She said that she just meant work husband in a platonic way, but me calling her work sister made her sound like a creep in front of the whole office. She was also angry that I aggressively removed her hands from my shoulders while hugging her. I tried to reason with her that I did not like the work husband phrase, and people also gave dirty looks when she said it. So, I was just trying to ensure people do not take her words incorrectly. We talked for a few minutes afterward, and Mary calmed down. She hugged me again and left. I felt guilty afterward because I could see Mary's point. I made her sound like a creep by implying that she meant something inappropriate when she called me her work husband. However, I was a bit uncomfortable in that situation and just did not want people to call us that, or assume something was wrong. Update: as I sat in the office the next day, I knew things would be awkward between Mary and me. Mary ignored me the whole morning. Initially, I was planning to go and apologize to her, but after the post, I decided that I did not need to do that as I should be the one who was offended. Everyone in the office could see we were acting weird, and I heard some people gossiping about us. One of the ladies also came to me and asked me if I wanted to talk about Mary and me. Around 3 p.m., I was sitting in my office working. Mary came into my office and closed the door behind her. She was angry at me and started saying that I needed to stop being an a-hole and stop ignoring her. I told her to sit and talk about what was going on. She told me that she felt humiliated, and everyone had been staring at her the whole morning because of what I did. I also stood my ground and told her I was okay with her making fun of me, but calling me her work husband and hugging me in front of everyone for a long time made the situation awkward. She told me to get over myself and know exactly what she meant. Mary said that I made a big deal of what was supposed to be a joke and made it awkward for everyone. She said calling someone a work husband is normal and just means she knows me intimately as a spouse would. She said that because we spend so much time traveling together, she knows all the intimate details of how I behave outside work. I stopped her and told her I felt offended by the term work husband because I have a wife, and I do not want people to use that term to describe our relationship. I told her that she would not understand as she is single, but as a married man, I do not want anyone to describe me as a husband in any capacity. She said that I was again misinterpreting what she was saying. She felt that as we have known each other more than I have been married, she knows me more intimately than even my wife. I have no idea why she feels that way, and I also behave like her husband when we travel together. She went on about how we go out to dinners together after work, how I always insist on having breakfast together in the morning, to plan our actions of the day, and how I walk around in my underwear, referring to my gym shorts, around her in the mornings. She also talked about how we spend hours talking to each other during road trips and how I am the only man she can trust with any secret. She said I am the definition of a work husband, and I am just in denial. I was angry at this point. I told her I do all that because I consider her my friend, and she would be delusional if she felt she knew me more intimately than my wife. I told her I did not want to hear that term again, and it was extremely disrespectful to my marriage. Only one woman gets to call me her husband, and that is my wife. Moreover, if my actions give her such ideas, maybe we should stop being friends. She became apologetic afterward and told me that she did not mean to disrespect my wife and that it was not her intention. She apologized to me and told me to just let it go. She said that she loves traveling with me and does not want anything to change between us. She again said that I was misinterpreting her statement and just wanted to move on. She came to hug me again, but I just told her it was okay and stepped back. I also talked to my wife about the incident that night. As expected, my wife was angry at Mary and told me she hates the term work husband. She asked me if Mary had ever flirted with me during our trips or had a crush on me. I truthfully told her that I really have not felt that way, and she may have just said that because she was a bit drunk and is now stubborn about it. My wife said that she feels a bit uncomfortable about Mary now and that it strikes one for Mary, and I need to try to put more distance between us while traveling. If she repeats the same behavior, I should report her to HR. I promised my wife I would try to reduce my interactions with Mary outside work hours and be more guarded around her.